Hey guys, welcome back to Frankie's Forest. In today's video, I'll be telling you 3 essential tips for growing succulents and cacti in the wintertime. Alright, so before we even start with any of the tips, I just want to tell you to keep in mind while I'm going over these 3 tips is during the wintertime and once the weather starts to get colder is when these succulents start to go dormant and produce less leaves, less new growth and flowers if that succulent does produce flowers, whatever type of growth. That's when they produce the least amount of growth because they're kind of going dormant because of this colder weather. They usually like growing in warmer weather, but now is when they're going dormant. So that leads right into the first tip, which is watering. During the winter time and when it gets colder, that means you have to water your succulents less because like I said, they're growing less. So it's not needed to water them as much as you did previously because they're not really growing that much. So you only need to water them, I'd say maybe once or twice a month because they won't really need that water as much as previously. Alright, so the second to last tip is going to be sunlight. During the winter, since it's colder, your succulents need more sunlight than they would when the temperature is naturally warmer. So they need a window for sunlight, but you want to make sure that they don't have a window that is old and drafty because that can actually affect them. They could get some internal diseases and things like that. So you want to make sure they have a good amount of sunlight near a nice bright window, but not a window that might have cracks in it and have draft coming through. That could definitely stunt the plant of its growth. And the final tip, it's kind of a tip, it's kind of just a little thing to say, but I was just going to say that one thing is not to repot any of your succulents during winter time because they can get stunted. The only time you would want to do this is when they could quickly acclimate again, when it's nice and warm, and when you don't have to worry about any sort of rotting because it doesn't warm up and things like that. So just hold off repotting your succulent for a couple more months, and then once it's spring, you can go right ahead and repot to your pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to share with any friends and family who you think will also enjoy this video and find it helpful. I hope you have a great day, and as always, happy growing!